Hello there, everybody! Welcome to another Speedrun interview. Now, I know I keep saying this a lot, like, over and over in these interviews, but it's true. I have got another special interview for you. Okay, after that weird little embarrassing rhyme, let's go ahead and get this interview started. Today I'm interviewing the amazing speedrunning content creator, LunaticJ.
Hey everyone, this is Lunatic.
Why did you start creating speedrunning content?
I first started getting into making speedrun content around April of 2020, back when the pandemic first hit. I had made some videos or tried to become a YouTuber in a different genre, game reviews, back in fall of 2019. That didn't really go so well, and I didn't really enjoy making the videos that much. However, when I decided that I still liked making videos but wanted to make it on a different topic, I decided to choose speedrunning, since I've been following speedrunning pretty actively since 2013. And even though I never became a super big top runner in anything before, I felt like I had so much knowledge over watching so many speedruns over the years that I just had to make some videos on issues that I really wanted to talk about. I'd seen other channels like Summoning Salt and Carl Jobst really pop off over the years, and I thought, why don't I take a stab at it myself, you know?
What speedrunning content have you enjoyed making the most so far?
My favorite speedrunning content that I like to make are ones that document a journey. Not necessarily the journey of a world record progression per se, it could be something somewhat smaller, like the journey to finally beat a minute barrier in, let's say, the first 113 in Mario Sunshine. Or how about how Ocarina of Time speedrunners finally beat the Ocarina of Time demo in Brawl. Like, those kind of stories people love to see, because people already know the destination, but you like to tell the journey along the way, because people don't know about the hardships, the discoveries, the failed ideas along the way. I like to document that journey, because people do know briefly about the end results, and maybe a vague idea of how it works, but not the journey along the way.
Is there any kind of specific content that you've ever wanted to try and make? Like, for example, maybe speedrun history videos?
While I have briefly touched upon speedrun history videos, so let's say my Mario 1 video or my SMO Beyond the Sub-Hour video, I do want to branch out my style a bit. Like, I'm going to talk about the history of maybe a certain broken item and the glitches that came with it. But I think I want to move into more of my own personal achievements, because I don't really have that many. I've spent most of my YouTube career talking about other people's achievements and whatnot, and I think it would be cool to document my own, whether it be completing a certain challenge run, or how good I can get at a speedrun within a limited amount of time, or something along that. In short, I think I want to document my own personal achievements more and document that journey alongside telling the journey of other people's achievements.
What tips would you give to newcomers who wants to start speedrunning and also make speedrunning content?
If you want to get into making speedrun related content, especially on YouTube, rule number one is make sure you love speedrunning. That's the reason why I started making videos, because I loved speedrunning, and I loved watching other people's speedruns and digging into, like, speedrun history and whatnot. It's just all so interesting. I'm super passionate about it. I think about it every single day. I just don't get sick of it. You gotta make sure you love it, because if you're going deep into the content, it can be really hard to make. And you want to have that final vision of what kind of video you want to put out there. Like, when I made History of the BLJ, I wanted to make it because there wasn't this video out there that documented the history of the BLJ in particular all in detail in one video. It was a video that was dying to have a video made about it, or rather a topic dying to have a video made about it. You gotta make sure that you're passionate about it, because it's not about the money. I was making these videos not expecting to get as far as I did. I didn't expect to get 47,000 subs. It just kind of happened. You don't want to go in it for the money, because money kind of mixes up things if that's your primary motivator. You should only make content about things that you're passionate about. And I like hearing about certain challenges and people working really hard to beat games faster and faster over the years. As for making the videos themselves, make sure you put your best effort whenever you do so. Take the time to research your topic and to write the script out. Take the time to re-record lines over and over. You can use whatever equipment you want. Summoning Salt started off with some basic Windows Movie Maker software and recording voice lines off of his phone. You don't have to get the best equipment out there in order to make a good speedrunning video. Chances are your first few videos are going to be kind of crap, but that's okay, because as long as you make more videos, you will get better at it. Even if you're not satisfied with the quality initially, just stick with it and continue to improve. You can even remake videos on your older topics if you're not satisfied with how they originally turned out. You don't even need to spend that much money on equipment. You got like a basic computer, you can download DaVinci Resolve for free editing software. The most you might want to spend is investing in audio, since people like to listen to good audio, because bad audio turns off people more when watching a video than bad visuals. And you can get like a blue snowball for like $30 or $40 at a retail store. My final piece of advice is make sure you cover stories in particular that you are super invested in or that you find super interesting. Because the thing is with speedrunning is that there's so many games and so many challenges and genres out there that no one is going to know about everything. Like, let's say a Mario runner might not be knowledgeable what's going on in the Zelda sphere, and they might not know what's going on in, like, the PlayStation sphere, like with God of War or Spyro or whatnot. That's why you see all these different YouTubers, speedrun YouTubers in particular, that cover different genres of games. Like, Maximum got big off of covering Flash games in their history, like Red Ball and Run. You got people like Jabbo that focus on Fallout, Tomato Anus, which focus also on Fallout, and the Rixer, which focuses on a lot of PlayStation stuff as well. Even if they're not as popular as, let's say, the biggest PC speedrun games or Nintendo stuff, you can always find an audience for other popular games that might not get the same coverage. Just make videos about your favorite games to speedrun, no matter how big they are, and if you do it correctly, it can draw some sort of audience, big or small. But again, you shouldn't do it for the audience primarily or the money. You should do it because you're proud of the products you've made.
What plans do you have for speedrunning in the future?
I have some big speedrunning plans for the future. In addition to making like some more content that is featured on my own journey, this summer I really want to get into speedrunning Super Mario Galaxy as well as Ocarina of Time. Primarily Galaxy because I feel like Galaxy is going to take a lot of my time and attention due to it being a longer run and the game that I want to focus on, but I also want to focus on other smaller runs just for fun. Ocarina of Time might be a run that I take super seriously with categories like GSR if I grind enough, or it could be just something fun that I do like bingos and GSR and maybe not super competitive. I mainly just want to learn to speedrun new games, meet new friends, do some races and fun stuff with them. Not necessarily have to be the top level and everything. I just want to try to get a top level in, let's say, Galaxy, and just run some more games and see how I like them. As well as complete some more speedrun challenges that I think would make interesting content, as well as run games on topics that I want to cover in the future. I want to thank you, Patrick, for having me on for an interview. And if you want to see more speedrun interviews from other speedrunners and speedrun content creators that he's interviewed in the past, make sure you subscribe to Patrick Barrett's Speedruns down below, and be sure to check out my own content on youtube.com/LunaticJ. Peace.
Hey guys, that is the interview, and I just realized that Lunatic. I did an interview with a lunatic. Oh my god. If you value your lives, do not go to this guy's channel, but, if you really want to check him out, then I'll leave this lunatic of a speedrunner, his YouTube in the description down below, and, okay, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, that's it, get out of here.